Welcome into the D Event Center for High School Rewind's broadcast of the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament. I am Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us. Our matchup, the Bountiful Braves and the Spanish Fork Dons. Well, everybody, so glad to have you along with us, watching live on live.ksl.com or DeseretNews.com. You'll find this game in abbreviated format anytime on Xfinity On Demand, and a fun matchup between Spanish Fork and Bountiful. Let's start first with the Dons. It was an impressive win in the first round, getting the win over Roy, led by a couple players that we really expected to play very well, and that was Benson Reese. We thought he might play well. He was our nudge player of the game at 17 points. He had the Anderson brothers who picked up the slack as well and played very well. But the leading scorer for the Dons, and who needs to play better today, is Hunter Schofield. He averages 18 points a game. He had single-digit points in the first round. He's going to have to pick it up going up against one of the best teams in the state of Utah in the Bountiful Braves. For Bountiful, it was a heart-pumping game against Murray team that came out focused, ready to go, took it to the Braves the entire game, and it was a last-second three-pointer from Zach Celius that propelled Bountiful into the second round. He had 17 points in the fourth quarter with 30 points on the game. Outstanding performance from Zach Celius, including that three-pointer that propelled into the second. We know our teams, a couple of things to look out for. When we come back, we'll be opening tip-off. You are watching High School Rewind's broadcast of the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament, live on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, and anytime on Xfinity On Demand.
A 6'2" junior number 5, Austin Parkinson. A 6'8" senior forward number 13, Jeff Pollard. And a 6'7" senior forward number 33, Colin Parrish. The head coach of the Braves is Mike Maxwell. And the officials for this ball game, Chris Singer, Dennis Norfeld, and Dwayne Potts. Basketball fans, it's time for tip-off.
We're set for the opening tip. Celius and Bowman, Bountiful in their home whites, and the Dons in the road reds. Everybody's set, and we're underway. In the 4A quarterfinals, ball still loose and claimed by Anderson. Now claimed by Anderson as he hands back to Benson Reese. Reese working on Parkinson, and Parkinson falls to the floor and picks up the foul. And he'll be inbound along the baseline with the Dons.
Austin Parkinson, that is his first, as the first Bountiful team foul.
Lob in to Schofield. Schofield floated up, no, and the rebound grabbed by Pollard on the push down with Celius. Celius on the angle with LaSalle. Now Parrish. Pollard at the junction. Young man heading to Washington State. Off the screen, LaSalle left it for Pollard. Didn't get there. Parrish picked up the loose ball and floats it up and scores it for the first points of the ball game. Down the floor now, Benson Reese and the Dons. Oh, nice find in the back door. Anderson swatted away by Pollard. Jeff Pollard put it off the backboard down the floor with the Braves. LaSalle outside to Parrish. Drop it in now to Pollard. Anderson with him. Pollard going to work, floated up wide of the rim. And Parrish opens up with the first 4 points for Coach Maxwell and the Braves. Down the floor, Reese. Give it up inside, follow away Jay from Schofield off the mark. Rebound claimed by Parrish. And down the floor with the reigning champions of the 4A classification. Leave it behind, Parrish. Off the mark. Would have been 6 straight points to open the game. Down the floor now, Benson Reese. Nifty ball handling, floated up. It goes halfway down and out. And the rebound claimed by Pollard on the push now with Celius. Celius leads it up to Parkinson. Parkinson swatted from behind by Bowman, and they get him with the foul. It'll be 2 free throws coming the way of Austin Parkinson.
Foul call to number 34, Parker Bowman, his first. It's the first Spanish 14 foul.
First free throw good. Both free throws good from Parkinson. 6-point lead to the Braves. Bowman along the baseline. Sent out to Reese. Reese pulls for 3. Short. Rebound to Anderson. Schofield will pull for long range 2, and it lips out. Reese gets the board, swatted away by Celius. Tracks it back down along the baseline, throws it off of Celius, and will stay here. Lob into Schofield, up top, Bowman. Bowman working on Parkinson. Now trapped, drop it inside to Anderson. Anderson is fouled, will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Connor Anderson will go to the line. Foul call on Jake LaSalle. That is his first.
Connor Anderson had 8 points on Tuesday as he hits the first. Anderson hits the first and the second to get the Dons on the board. Up the floor with Celius. Celius with the blow-by. To the rim, can't finish. Rebound grabbed by Schofield. Hands off to Reese. And picked off LaSalle there. And now picked off by Schofield. Nice job at getting back. And back down the floor with the Dons. Here's Bowman. In the corner, Schofield. Off the hands of LaSalle, but controlled by Benson Reese. 5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Anderson, give it up, Schofield. Jump it from the junction, and good. Good sign for Spanish fans to see the early bucket from Schofield. 6-4. Bountiful with the lead. Celius has that one slapped away. Bowman on the floor, tied up with Celius. Jump ball belongs to Bountiful.
Stay with Bountiful.
Celius into Parkinson. And Parkinson fouled from behind by Benson Reese. Will inbound again here near side.
Foul call to number 4, Benson Reese. That's his first. It's the second team foul.
2 team fouls on the Dons and 2 on the Braves. Out top to Celius. Thought about 3, hangs on, drop it now into Pollard. Pollard working on Anderson, terminates on the baseline. Now Parrish, send out Parkinson, 4-3, off the mark, and rebound. Controlled by Taylor Anderson. Anderson on the push into the front court, into the corner to Reese. Here's Schofield. Schofield put on the floor. Oh, nice finish. Beautiful take by Schofield. And now ties us up at 6. He's got 4 points in the first quarter. 3:50 remaining in the first. Off the screen of Parrish. Celius pulls for 3, and Zach Celius, his first points is a 3. And it's Braves 9, Don 6. Cleat on the floor, off the glass, couldn't get it to go. Rebound to Celius. Celius quickly ahead and knocked away by Reese. Ball still loose, and it'll be in the hands of Parrish. He'll hand back to Celius. Celius drives off the glass, crawls off. Rebound taken by Reese. Reese loses his footing, gets it off to Anderson. Anderson, fall away, no. And a rebound. That may have hit Pollard. Officials will confer. And we'll stay here. Pollard not arguing. And it'll be Spanish ball. Inbound to Anderson, back to Reese for three. Benson Reese too strong, rebound taken by Celius. Celius wrap around, off the window and crawls in. Beautiful take and finish by Zach Celius. 5 points now. Terminates, sent out to Taylor Anderson. Up top to Bowman. The hill band back to Benson Reese. High-low in the pass behind. Anderson out of bounds off of Bountiful. Oh, trigger in, picked off by Parrish. On the push, Parkinson to the rack, and one. Nice finish by Austin Parkinson. Takes the bump and bucket. He'll go to the line. Timeout, Spanish Fort. 2:29 remaining in the first. Bountiful 13, Spanish Fort 6. And it's a 30-second timeout. Give us time to remind you to follow us on Twitter at HS Rewind. We'll be sending out the top 5 plays from today's games. You can go through our Twitter feed, see the top 5 plays from 5A's first and second round, including the 4A second round, and relive the Zach Celius last second 3. And again, that's at HS Rewind. Every game will be available on the Watch It Network on YouTube in full format, or you can watch us on anytime on Xfinity On Demand in abbreviated format. That's where you normally find High School Rewind is on Xfinity. We've teamed up with live.ksl.com and desertnews.com to bring you unprecedented coverage of the 4A and 5A tournament. Parkinson hit the first and the second. Or pardon me, that was a +1. Down the floor now with the Dons. Up top, Schofield. Schofield driving against Pollard off the window, or off the front of the rim. Celius quickly with the leak out to Parkinson. He'll retreat to the three-point line, send across to LaSalle. Leaves it back to Celius. LaSalle in the corner. And LaSalle for three. Jake LaSalle from downtown, and it's now an 11-point lead for the Braves. Dons have to find some offense here. Outside to Anderson, in the corner to Bowman. Bowman along the baseline. Inside, and it's Money, couldn't get it to go. Fights for the rebound, and we have a jump ball, and possession arrow belongs to Spanish Fort. Inbound, Anderson. Out to Jason Money. Bowman. Backing his way, sends out to Anderson. Mid-range J goes in and out. Rebound in the hands of Parkinson. On the push, Parkinson off the window and off the mark. Rebound taken by Schofield. He'll hand off to Taylor Anderson. Trap from the Braves. Schofield got to get quickly up the floor. Bowman, transition 3, and Bowman lights it up from the outside. Down the floor, 3 on the way from Celius, and Celius answers with a triple. 8 first quarter points for Zach Celius. 50 seconds remaining in the first frame. Bowman terminates along the baseline, sent out to Money. Money cross court to Schofield. Schofield, jump it up, no. And the rebound loose off of Money, and we'll go with Bountiful.
Right back into the lineup for Spanish Fort. Benson Reese. Replacing Anderson.
30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Up the floor now with the Bountiful Braves. 25 seconds remaining here in the first. Strong first quarter from Zach Celius with 8 points. 2 triples. Parkinson off the screen of Pollard. Up top, LaSalle, who hit a 3. Now Celius put on the floor. Fall away, Jay off the mark. Rebound taken by Reese. 4 seconds. 3 seconds in the front court. Reese with a flyby, pulls for 3, and that's off the mark. At the end of one, Bountiful 19, Spanish Fork 9. You are watching High School Rewind's broadcast of the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament live on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, and anytime on Xfinity On Demand.
Essential nutrients to keep you going strong all day long. A message from the dairy farmers of Utah. Let's get it back out here. Braves fans, Mighty Dons fans, ready for our second quarter. And it will be Bountiful basketball.
Start of the second quarter, and we'll start with the Braves. Celius pulls for 3, off the mark, and rebound. Out of bounds off of Bountiful, and we'll go with Spanish Fork. Down the floor, here's Money. Reese over to Anderson, now in the corner. Bowman. Nice move to the hole, and Parker Bowman with 5 points in the first half. An 8-point game. Celius off the screen. Celius hard on the drive, off the window, no. Rebound taken by Pollard. Back up and in and one. First points for Pollard. Looking for the 3-point play.
35 Jacks Tobiasen. That is his first. It's the 4th Spanish 14 foul.
Tobiasen with the foul. Pollard finishes off the +1. And down the floor with Benson Reese and the Dons. Sent out to Anderson on the angle with Money. Up top with Reese. Reese in the lane, floated up, and it crawls off. Rebound tracked down by Parkinson. Parkinson on the push. Gilham back, 3 on the way from Celius, off the mark. And a rebound grabbed by Tobiasen. Play down the floor with Reese. In the corner to Bowman. Bowman working on Pollard. That one off of Bowman, yes. Off Bowman, will go down the floor, Bountiful.
Checking in now, Landon Trusty, and number 11 is Johnny Schmidt for the Braves.
Schmidt comes on the floor as Parkinson goes to the bench. Celius jumper is good. Celius down with 10. Trusty also comes on the floor for Parrish. Outside the Money, in the corner to Schofield. Schofield. Up top, 3 on the way from Anderson, off the mark. Rebound taken by Zach Celius. Cleared ahead, here's Schmidt. Schmidt to the trailing LaSalle, and that's off the mark. Tipped up and in by Pollard. And now a foul on Schmidt. And that'll be the third team foul on Bountiful.
Colin Johnny Schmidt hits first. It's the third team foul. Connor Anderson checks back in.
.5:45 an early clock here in the second quarter. 15-point lead for the Braves. Backdoor. Anderson over the top of Pollard, out of bounds. Off of Spanish Fork. Then we'll go down the floor with Bountiful.
Checking in for the Braves, number 33 is Colin Parrish, replacing Pollard.
Parrish comes on the floor for Pollard. Bountiful looking to extend this 15-point lead. 5.5 remaining in the first half. Celius give up LaSalle. LaSalle pulls up at the free throw line and buries the jumper. LaSalle now with 5 points here in the first half. Quickly up the floor with Anderson. Anderson working on LaSalle. Send out, jumper on the way from Schofield, off the mark. Rebound taken by Parrish. Quickly down the floor with LaSalle. Outside Schmidt. Celius now working on Benson Reese off the screen of Parrish. Send out LaSalle. Give up to Parrish. Back to LaSalle looking for his second three. And he's got it. 2 threes here in the first half for LaSalle. 8 points in the half. Schofield on the other end. Scoops it up and in. 6 points for him. Schmidt. And they get him with a travel. Turnover, and we'll go with Spanish Fork.
Back into the Braves lineup. Number 5, Austin Parkinson, replacing LaSalle. And for Spanish Fork, back on the floor, Parker Bowman. For Jason Money.
.4:15 remaining in the half. Float up, no, by Anderson. Rebound to Schofield. Schofield back up with the right hand. And Schofield now with 8 points. 31-15, halfway through the second quarter. Celius for 3. Back rimmed. Tipped out and then taken by Benson Reese. Reese on the push. It is fouled by Parkinson. I believe that's a second on Parkinson.
Well, the number 5, Austin Parkinson, his second personal, 4th team foul. So Jake LaSalle will go right back into the lineup.
LaSalle comes on with Pollard as Celius and Parkinson will get a breather with 3:52 remaining in the first half. Bountiful looking to cut into this 16-point deficit. Reese get it into Schofield. Double comes. Reese back to Schofield in the corner. Pollard out there with him. Drives the base, send back to Reese. And Reese is fouled by Schmidt. And that'll be the 15th foul on Bountiful.
Here's the foul number 11, Johnny Schmidt. Personal foul number 2, team foul number 5.
In the corner to Bowman. Had a strong first quarter. And now a foul on Trusty. That's the 16th foul on the Braves. 6 on Bountiful and 4 on Spanish Fork.
Will pick up his first personal, team foul number 6 for the Braves.
Bowman gets it into Anderson. Anderson hands off Reese. Reese give it up to Anderson along the baseline. Connor Anderson couldn't get the first, couldn't get the second, and the rebound taken by Pollard. Johnny Schmidt into the front court. LaSalle now outside to Trusty. Trusty along the baseline, gives it up to LaSalle. Send out to Schmidt. Schmidt inside the free throw line, jump it up, whips out. Rebound taken by Parrish. Parrish off the window, no, and the rebound grabbed by Connor Anderson. That ball out of bounds off of Trusty, even go down the floor with Spanish Fork. Bountiful looking to speed up the Dons, the full court press. Reese hands off to Bowman. And Bowman fouled by Schmidt. It'll be 1-1 free throws for Bowman, as that's the 7th team foul on Bountiful.
Number 3, team foul number 7, so in the penalty free throws. Zach Celius checks back in along with number 12, Jaden Chisholm. Going to the line for Spanish Fort, number 34, Parker Bowman, 1+1.
First free throw rolls off on the front end of 1-1. Missed opportunity there from the Dons. Down the floor with Celius, working on Bowman. Celius pulls up, and it crawls off, tipped up, and in by Pollard. 5 points for Pollard. Here's Anderson. Corner 3 from Schofield is short. Rebound grab by Pollard. Parrish will hand off to Celius into the front court with the Braves looking to make it a 20-point game. Celius to Shepard. He lobs in to Pollard, and Pollard lays it up and in. 7 points for Pollard. Cross court, Bowman terminates. Sent out to Reese. Anderson with the drive and blocked by Pollard. We'll stay here with Spanish.
Jax Tobiasen now checks in to the Dons lineup.
Jax Tobiasen comes back on the floor for the Dons. 20-point lead for Bountiful. Lob in to Schofield. Schofield, fall away Jay off the front. Tipped out by Pollard in the hands of Anderson. Now over to Reese. Benson Reese for 3. Off the mark. Rebound taken by Bowman. Bowman up top, Anderson. Step inside the arc. Floated up, no. Rebound taken by Bowman. Another opportunity for the Dons. Swatted by Pollard. And I believe the foul will be on Parrish. And the first free throw goes in and out for Bowman.
Bowman with one more. Brady Christensen now checks in, replacing Jeff Pollard.
And Bowman gets the second. Celius pulls up, free throw line extended, and Celius with another bucket. Got 12 points here in the first half, 1 minute remaining. Kick back to Reese. Reese terminates, and that's a kick ball by LaSalle. We'll inbound along the baseline with Reese. Into Schofield, up top Bowman. 50 seconds remaining for the Dons. Bowman pulls for 3 off the mark, and rebound grabbed by LaSalle. On the push now with Celius. Celius drives the baseline, leaves it for Parrish, and Parrish is fouled. I think that will go against Taylor Anderson. And it'll be 2 free throws for Parrish.
Give the foul to number 2, Taylor Anderson. That's his second. Team foul number 5. Shooting 2.
And the first is off the mark. I want to welcome you, those of you joining us on Spanish Fork TV. First free throw off the mark. The second off as well. And it'll be 30 seconds remaining here in the half, up the floor with the Dons. Letting you some positive momentum heading into the locker room. Reese outside to Bowman. Bowman off the screen to Tobiasen. 7 seconds, 5 seconds. Schofield In the corner, Reese pulls for three, thought he'd get a foul. Actually, it was a pass to Schofield, and that shot was after the horn, and we head to the locker rooms. Bountiful 37, Spanish Fork 16. You are watching High School Rewind's broadcast of the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament. Live on live.ksl.com and DeseretNews.com, and anytime on Xfinity On Demand and Spanish Fork TV.
For the second half, and it looks like both ball clubs come back with their starters. For the Braves is that Celius, LaSalle, Pollard, Parrish, and Parkinson. And for Spanish Fork, Anderson, Reese, Bowman, Schofield, and Anderson. Spanish Fork basketball.
Second half will start with the Dons. Looking to battle back, down by 21. Near side with Taylor Anderson. Drop it inside to Schofield. Hunter Schofield falling away is fouled by Pollard. There'll be 2 free throws for Schofield.
I'll call it number 13. Jeff Pollard picks up his first. It's the first team foul of the second half. Schofield with the line.
Got both free throws, and it's a 19-point game. Lob inside to Pollard. Outside, drop it back in to the big fella. Up top of Parrish. He'll send out to LaSalle. LaSalle up top, Parrish again. He'll go to LaSalle, now rotate into Pollard. Pollard reverses up, well off the mark. And rebound taken by LaSalle up top to Celius. Celius inside out to Parkinson. Three's off the mark. Rebound out of bounds off of, they'll say Bountiful, and we'll go with Spanish. Back down the floor with the Dons. Outside with Bowman. Here's Reese in the corner. Anderson. And I thought I was going to fall for Taylor Anderson. Goes in and out on the push now with Parkinson. Parkinson navigating his way. Sends in the corner. LaSalle for three. LaSalle knocks down the triple. His third of the ball game. And back down the floor with Reese. Up top, Anderson rotate over Bowman. Bowman along the baseline, swatted away by Pollard. And we'll stay here with Spanish Fort. Anderson to Bowman. Bowman sent out to Reese for three. Off the mark, and rebound taken by Schofield, and Schofield's fouled. He'll go to line for two more free throws.
Ball to number 33, Colin Parrish, his second Braves team foul.
Get it in, send out. Bowman for three. Off the mark, rebound grab by Pollard. LaSalle, or pardon me, Celius quickly ahead to LaSalle. LaSalle lays it up and in.
LaSalle, and a
Timeout, Spanish Fort.
Spanish Fort calls time.
Bountiful continues to play well in the second half, and with 6:10 remaining in the third, full timeout taken by the Dons. We'll take it with them. Bountiful 42, Spanish Fort 18. You're watching High School Rewind's broadcast of the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament, live on live.ksl.com, deseretnews.com, Spanish Fort TV, and abbreviated formats available anytime on Xfinity On Demand.
Visit MaxPreps.com for stats, schedules, rosters, and more. MaxPreps, America's source for high school sports. Spanish Fort basketball following that timeout.
Out of the timeout, down the floor with the Dons. Reese hands back to Anderson, drop it inside to Schofield. Backside Bowman, and Bowman lays it up and in.
Parker Bowman.
Bowman enjoying a pretty strong day. And down the floor, Celius continues to play well. Young man heading to BYU, at least committed at the moment to BYU. Send over on the angle. Anderson up top, off the screen of Anderson. Reese to Bowman. Bowman has back Anderson into the corner. Benson Reese pulls for three, and that's short. Rebound taken by Pollard, quickly ahead to Parkinson. And Parkinson goes right at Bowman, can't get it to go. Bowman with the board. And stolen by Parkinson in the hands of LaSalle, or pardon me, Celius. And Celius goes up and flushes with two hands. Up top with Reese. Anderson. Rotate to Bowman. Shot is short. Rebound to Schofield, blocked by Pollard. And that goes out of bounds off of Pollard, and we'll stay here with Spanish Fort.
Spanish Fort substitutions, number 10, Jason Money. Number 3, Tanner Argyle, now checking in.
Down the baseline, Reese leaves it for Connor Anderson. He didn't get it cleanly. He sends out Argyle for three, and Argyle knocks down the triple. Out of bounds off of Reese. Will stay here. Money and Argyle back on the floor for the Dons, two outstanding baseball players for Coach Jim Shoe Nelson. Pollard along the baseline, cannot finish. Rebound taken by Schofield up the floor, now with Reese. Reese widens out, the trap comes. Try to get it out to Schofield. Parkinson ahead to Parrish, and Parrish lays it up and in. Everything going the way of the Braves. halfway through the third quarter. Schofield will jump it inside the free throw line, can't get it to go, and Celius with another board. Celius along the baseline to Pollard. Pollard takes a bump, gets a bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Go to the line and shoot one. Foul called on number 32, Connor Anderson. That is his first. It's the first Dons team foul of this half. Anderson checks out. Jacks Tobias and down the lineup.
And Pollard with his second +1. And it's a 28-point lead. Reese loses the handle. Parkinson sends it ahead, and it's out of bounds and will stay with the Dons.
Spanish football. Bountiful substitution on number 11, Johnny Schmidt. Replacing Austin Parkinson. And number 21, Landon
Parkinson go to the bench along with Parrish as Trusty and Schmidt come on the floor. 3.5 remaining. Bountiful ahead 51-23. Reese give it up to Schofield, swatted away by Pollard. We got a foul. And it'll put Schofield at the line. And that'll be the third team foul on Bountiful.
I'll give it to number 13, Jeff Pollard, his second, third Braves team foul.
Second foul on Pollard.
Schofield at the line.
One of those days for the Dons. As Schofield missed the first. And lips out the second. Down the floor with Bountiful into the corner. Foul on Reese. And we'll inbound on the far side.
Mighty Ducks foul called on number 4, Benson Reese, his second team foul.
Tyre comes on the floor. Along with Bowman.
Parker Bowman checks back in, replacing Hunter Schofield.
On the outside, cross to Schmidt. Schmidt inside out, Trusty for 3. And Trusty knocks down the triple.
Landon Trusty.
The defending champions looking impressive here today. Hand back, Tyre, nobody home, trying to kick it out to Bowman. LaSalle picks up the loose ball, goes down, and lays it up and in.
Jake LaSalle.
Back down the floor with the Dons. Schofield in the corner. Argyle had that ball go off of him. And we'll go back down the floor with Bountiful.
Braves ball.
Back down the floor with Celius and Bountiful. Trusty in the corner. He just hit that 3. Out to Celius. He pulls for 3. And that's in and out. Rebound taken by Tyre. Tyre on the push. And he'll hand back to Argyle. Argyle off the screen of Tobiasen. Tobiasen now to Money. Tyre drop it in. Tobiasen. Argyle will pull for 3, and Argyle lights it up from downtown. That's his second, as that shot won't go for Schmidt. Argyle quickly ahead to Bowman. And Bowman, I think he was going to pull it into the corner. Tyre for 3, off the mark, a rebound taken by Celius. Celius down the lane, and that was a jump ball, correctly called. Jump ball, and possession arrow belongs to the Braves.
He will stay with the Braves. Jaden Chisholm checks in for Bountiful.
Chisholm comes on for Bountiful. Into the corner. Up top to Trusty. Down the lane, blocked by Tobias now on the push with Bowman. Bowman will lay it up, and it crawls off. Put back from Money was no good. On the run now with LaSalle along the baseline to Pollard. He kicks up top. LaSalle for three. That is short. And a rebound grabbed by Tyre up ahead to Bowman. We got a foul on the floor against Bountiful. That'd be foul number 4. The team foul number 4.
Foul number 13, Jeff Pollard, his fourth Braves team foul. Colin Parrish checks back in along with Zach Selius.
Lob in, Tobiasen up top to Money. Send out to Bowman. Bowman along the baseline, out of bounds, and we'll go the other way with Bountiful. 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Trusty will jump it for 2. That's short. Rebound taken by Argyle. 40 seconds remaining. Argyle up the floor. Kick back to Bowman. Bowman down the lane, off the window and in. Nice take and finish by Parker Bowman. And Celius will slow it up with 25 seconds remaining in the quarter. Been quite the game from Celius. After this scary first round against Murray, Bountiful well in control this one against Spanish Fort. Pirouette in the lane, fall away Jay, back rimmed. Rebound grabbed by Money. There's 2 seconds, now 1 second. And that'll do it for the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's Bountiful 56, Spanish Fort 28. What a minded conclusion of this game. We'll select the Nudge Player of the Game. With over 500 employees, Nudge is one of the fastest growing companies in Utah Valley. To learn more about Nudge and its community outreach programs, go to www.nudge.com. Heading to the fourth quarter, Bountiful 56, Spanish Fort 28. You are watching High School Rewind's coverage of the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament live on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, Spanish Fort TV, and abbreviated format anytime on Xfinity On Demand.
Ball club's just 8 minutes away from a berth in the semifinals. 7:30 tomorrow night, they will be taking on the Orem Tigers. Let's get it back out here, Dons fans, Braves fans.
Up the floor, the start of the fourth quarter with the Dons. Being doubled up at the moment, 56-28. Pass knocked around, now down low, Bowman off his foot, and we'll go with Bountiful. Jumper is short, rebound grabbed by Spanish. Down the floor, floated up. Bowman couldn't get it to go. Rebound to Trusty. Up the floor. Had almost slapped away by Anderson. Quickly back out quickly the other way with the Dons. Anderson down the boulevard, lays it up and in.
Taylor Anderson.
And after a strong first game, that's Anderson's first bucket. Surprised by that. He played so well in that first round game against Roy. Celia slapped away by Reese. Trusty up top. Shepard will jump along the baseline, couldn't get it to go. And now we got a foul after the board. Now go against Trusty.
Number 21, and then Trusty his second, 5th Braves team foul. Jeff Pollard checks back in. LaSalle also
It's the 15th foul on the Braves. 56-30, Benson Reese Oh, nice job on the baseline, but Anderson couldn't get the fall. Couldn't get the floor. Here's LaSalle. Hard to the hole, and it falls. And LaSalle having himself quite the day. Beneficiary, some sharp passes from Celius. Fall away, Jay from Schofield off the mark. And the ball still loose, taken by Celius. And he's fouled by Schofield. That'll be the third team foul on the Dons.
Number 44, Hunter Schofield. He picks up his first personal. It's the third Dons team foul. Tanner Argyle checks back in.
And Argyle comes back in as Taylor Anderson will take a breather. Down the floor with LaSalle, or pardon me, with Celius. He's hit LaSalle on so many passes today. Zach Celius is good enough. I shouldn't be struggling with that, but he'll go to the free throw line and shoot two.
Benson Reese, personal foul number 3, team foul number 4. Celius at the line.
Celius misses both free throws uncharacteristically. Down the floor now with Reese. Schofield along the baseline is fouled by Parrish. It'll be 2 free throws coming away of Hunter Schofield.
Foul call on number 33, Colin Parrish. His third, team foul number 6.
An exciting first day in the 4A tournament, and in the quarterfinals thus far. The decided games is Schofield hits the first.
Checks into the Spanish Fork lineup, replacing Parker Bowman.
Got the first free throw and hits the second. And back down the floor with Bountiful as Celius takes timeout, full timeout, and we will take it with them. 5:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bountiful 58, Spanish Fork 32.
For all orthopedic conditions, post-operative care, sports, auto, and industrial injuries. RPT also provides care for headaches, balance, and general sprains and strains. RPT has been a pioneer in sports medicine in Utah for over 40 years. Thank you, RPT.
Up top of Parrish, he hands off to Parkinson. Parkinson along the baseline, sends out to Celius. Back to Parkinson. Up top, Parrish. Still looking. Inside to Pollard. Nice find inside, stripped away, and will stay here with Bountiful. We got a foul on the inbound. And that goes against Jason Money. And that's the 5th team foul for the Dons. Out top with Celius. Off the screen, working on Money. Cross court, Parkinson inside Pollard. And Pollard fouled by Anderson. It'll be 2 free throws for Jeff Pollard.
Picks up his second personal, team foul number 6. In the act of shooting, Pollard at
First free throw good. And Pollard. And the second as well. 61-32, Bountiful in control here in the fourth quarter. Out top with Reese. Back over to Schofield down the lane, floated up with the right hand and got it.
Schofield.
Had a strong first quarter, did Schofield. And the second half's been tough on the Dons. As Celius drives, can't finish. Hunter Schofield with the board. On the push. Give it up to Reese. Reese, a transition three. Short, put back up and in by Money. And Celius now in the front court. 61-36. 4.5 remaining in the fourth. Parrish now on the angle with LaSalle. Drop it in Pollard. Big fellow working along the baseline, too strong. And Schofield comes away with the board. Send ahead to Reese. Reese leaves it back. Nice take to the hole. And count the bucket. And Hunter Schofield will go to the line looking for the three-point play.
That foul given to Jake LaSalle, his second, team foul number 7.
16 points, looking for number 17. Front rim. Back up the floor with Celius. Outside LaSalle. Back to Celius. Foul away from the ball. And that goes against Parkinson. That's number 3.
Got an offensive foul. Hold on, Austin Parkinson, his third. 8 team foul.
So back down the floor after the foul. Reese. Cross to Money. Money along the baseline. Fall away, Jay rolls off. And Pollard picks up the loose ball and hands it back to Celius. Celius on the push. Has that one slapped away, saved by Reese off of Celius, and we'll go the other way. (61-48). Thought about 3. Argyle will float it up and score it. Argyle has 8 points. Off of 2 threes and then that floater. 61-40. Pollard goes up and lays it up and in.
Pollard with an assist from Celius.
Back down the floor. Send out to Anderson. Anderson back out to Reese, well off the mark. And we'll go back down the floor with Bountiful.
Tanner Harrison now checks in for Spanish Sport. Along with number 12, Dallin Shepard. Now in for the Braves, number 21.
Parrish should come off the floor for Trusty. Shepard came on the floor for... Pardon me, Shepard left the floor. So we got Parkinson, Celius, LaSalle, Pollard, and Trusty. We got a foul away from the ball. That goes on Pollard.
Offensive foul. Call on number 13.
And we'll go back to Spanish Fork.
It's the 9th team foul. Brady Christensen now replaces Pollard in the Braves lineup.
And Pollard will take a seat. That's the 9th team foul against the Braves. Tyre cross court. Get back to Tyre. Pulls for 3 and buries it.
3-point basket. Shepard for 3.
Parmet's Dallin Shepard. And LaSalle buries the triple. 3 on the way from Reese, front rim, grabbed by Shepard. Float it up and score it with Reese. And timeout taken by Spanish Fork. Full timeout. Bountiful 66, Spanish Fork 45. I want to remind you to follow us on Twitter at HS Rewind. We'll be tweeting out the top 5 plays from today's coverage. You can go through our Twitter feed and find the top 5 plays from the 5A first and second round, including also the 4A first round top 5 plays. Got a lot of good ones in there. Again, you're watching a High School Rewind broadcast of the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament. Live on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, Spanish Fork TV in this broadcast. And you can find abbreviated games anytime on Xfinity On Demand and Xfinity Channel 6. You find High School Rewind regularly on Xfinity On Demand. We have teamed up with Deseret News and live.ksl.com to bring you unprecedented coverage, give you live broadcasts. Hope you've enjoyed the commentary. Done all I could to provide some excitement throughout the day as you're joining us at work and at home. Hope you're enjoying it. 66-45. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The reigning state champions, Bountiful Braves, in control of this one. Celius pulls up for the long range two, and Zach Celius continues his outstanding day. Got a number of points. He also has a bunch of assists as well. As Reese pulls for three, that's off the mark, was out of bounds. And we'll go the other way with Bountiful.
Smith checks in now for the Braves. Replacing Zach Celius.
Celius' day is done.
Connor Anderson.
Connor Anderson comes on the. Apologize, we don't have a 55 on our roster. Drop it inside to Trusty. And Trusty cannot get it to go. Now on the push with Bowman. Guarded by Schmidt. Bowman sent out to Reese, now to Taylor Anderson. Anderson along the baseline. Got it inside to Schofield, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Smith picks up his first personal.
And the foul's on Smith. It's Devin Smith. Our roster's number 15 as Schofield misses the first. Missed the first, got the second. .21 lead for the Braves as they'll get set for the semifinals. They will play tomorrow night at 7:30, the nightcap against Orem. Matchup of a rematch of the state championship game from last season. We've got a foul on the play. And that goes against Hunter Schofield. And that's a 17 foul on the Dons with 1:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. Christensen at the line. Misses the front end. Rebound to Schofield down the floor now with Benson Reese. 1 minute remaining in this quarterfinal matchup. Reese sent out to Money, pulls for three. Jason Money from downtown. As mentioned, you'll see him on the baseball field. An outstanding player for Coach Jim Shue Nelson. Inside. And shuffled his feet to Trusty. Turnover, and we'll go back to the Dons. Inside with Schofield slapped away. Now on the push with Schmidt. 30 seconds remaining. That ball slapped out of bounds by Money.
Bountiful substitutions. Ryan Pollard checks in along with Chris Schmidt. Jordan Owens also on the floor, and number 30.
Wholesale changes for Coach Maxwell. Come on the floor, Josh Perkins. Number 24, Jordan Owens. 51, Ryan Pollard. That ball knocked out of bounds. And number 4, Chris Schmidt. Perkins triggers in, picked off by Benson Reese. 25 seconds remaining. Here's Schofield, pirouette down the lane, and a foul. It'll be 2 more free throws for Hunter Schofield.
And the foul to number 55. Smith picks up his second.
And the foul goes on Devin Smith. So back to the line for Pollard. Hits the first. Got the first. Knocks down the second. 67-50, 20 seconds remaining. That ball goes off of Perkins. Off Coach Maxwell. Good to see he's okay. And now coming in the game is number 30, Ethan Roundy. He'll come in for Smith. "15 seconds remaining in this quarterfinal. An impressive performance by Bountiful as that ball goes out of bounds. And we'll go back down the floor with the Braves. The reigning champions will move on to the semifinals. A rematch of the last year's state championship game will take place in the semis. Quickly into Perkins with 5 seconds. And the Braves will dribble this out. Pollard will put up the shot, and that'll do it. Bountiful, impressive in the quarters. A 67-51 win over Spanish Fork. Congratulations to the Dons on a strong season, a win in the first round. Just a little too much from Bountiful in this one, as the Braves will move on to play in the semifinals against Orem. Again, our final score, Bountiful 67, Spanish Fork 51. Stay tuned for our post-game wrap-up and our Nudge Player of the Game selection.
Coming up next, quarterfinal action between Logan and Kearns.
And welcome back in. Again, our final score, the Bountiful Braves 67, the Spanish Fork Dons 51, and a terrific game for Bountiful. A tough day for Spanish Fork. Had a couple bright spots. I thought Schofield came out and played very well in the first half, and then Bowman played well throughout the game as well, but just not enough, as Bountiful really played very, very sharp. I think got refocused after that tough game in the first round, and they took it out on Spanish Fork a little bit here. Our player of the game is going to go to Zach Selyus. He'll be our Nudge Player of the Game. Had 18 points, a number of assists, and did an outstanding job. And also playing well in this game, I thought LaSalle had 17 points, and then Pollard had 14, and a number of blocks. You might see him on our top 5 plays. He had upwards of 5 to 7 blocks in this game, and so look for that on as we tweet that out at HS Rewind. Pollard with a strong defensive performance, and again, our Nudge Player of the Game is going to go to Zach Selyus with 18 points. He led the way for the Braves, and with over 500 employees, Nudge is one of the fastest growing companies in Utah Valley. To learn more about Nudge and its community outreach programs, go to www.nudge.com. Again, our final score, the Bountiful Braves 67, the Spanish Fork Dons 51. They'll move on and play the Orem Tigers in the semifinals tomorrow. You see them right here live on live.ksl.com and DeseretNews.com. You'll see abbreviated formats anytime on Xfinity On Demand. And for Vince Francis, Thompson Coles, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and watching High School Rewind's coverage of the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament, live on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, and anytime on Xfinity On Demand.